How to remember vocabulary words. Mastering a new language is not a cakewalk, as there are many obstacles that one has to overcome while learning and understanding the language properly. These obstacles are even more when the language is as critical as English. One of those many obstacles is how to remember the vocabulary. Do many new learners struggle with how to remember English words? Well, memorizing new words is a huge obstacle in learning a new language, but obviously not something impossible. Many have a strong hold on English grammar. They even make sure that they learn new words every day, but when it comes to using those new words, they just lose the battle. Does it sound similar? If yes, then you have come to the right place. How to remember vocabulary words fast. If you are concerned about how to memorize vocabulary fast, then let's be clear from the beginning. In order to memorize vocab words, you need to put in some good amount of effort, but do not get scared. In this article, you will get to know about some best ways to remember vocabulary words and definitions. So let's begin the learning journey. How to remember vocabulary words. You can be fluent in English by learning vocabulary words. Remember a lot of words at a time can be difficult. So what you can do is follow a few steps at a time. Keep a notebook to write all the new words that you learn in a day. It doesn't have to be many words, few words are enough. Try to use them in a sentence that will help you memorize in a much better way. Go through the words you wrote in the notebook again after 24 hours, repeat the same after a week and a month. That way you will never forget the words. Read as much as possible. Read, write, and repeat. Learn a new word every day, so that you get to explore more words and use them in your day-to-day life. Make learning fun. Play puzzle games like researchers, crosswords, and anagrams. Try making small word cards and carry them along with you and look into them when you are free. You might as well feel like using them during your conversation with friends or family. 9. Best ways to remember vocabulary words and definitions. 1. Read. No matter what language you are trying to learn, the best way to get hold of that language is to read. Reading exposes the reader to a wide and lavish world of vocabulary. Readers are free to read whatever he or she wants, be it a novel that they enjoy, a comic, or even the newspaper. In order to learn and remember new words, the task has not to be boring. It can be done in a fun way too. There are endless reading opportunities on various online websites. The reader can choose their favorite piece and boost their language skills. This is a win-win situation for any reader, as they learn about new things plus also improve their words. 2. Memory techniques. This is a mental shortcut and one of the best ways to memorize vocabulary words, which are not even so easy. Learners can create associations between words. To memorize vocab words in one night, one can even come up with acronyms, like when he or she needs to go to the store to buy spinach, tomatoes, oranges, rolls, eggs. There also one has to remember the acronym, but with regular practice, one can come up with useful and creative connections. Creating and practicing more and more acronyms is one of the best ways to memorize vocabulary words. 3. Learning environment. It is observed that people tend to learn languages faster when they are surrounded by people who speak in that particular language. Now, to learn English, one can get hold of it faster if he or she can go to an environment where he or she will always hear and read in that language. But this is not always possible, so what the learner can do is create a learning environment. The learner can surround himself or herself with English books, can get indulged in English movies, and can even try some good English podcasts. 4. Use in sentences. It's amazing that you have learned a good amount of new words, and even made a list of those words, but what is the result of so much effort if you cannot use those properly? So, if you are wondering how to memorize words quickly, then putting that listed word in context is the best way to memorize vocabulary words. By practicing this, you can see the usage of those words in real-life conversations. 5. Be creative. It's easier to remember things that are not so usual or weird than things that are boring. Relating a new word to something funny will help the learner to picture the word in a better way, thus helping in memorizing the word. For instance, the word banal can be remembered easily if the learner can picture a banana peel that might be floating on a canal. Whenever the learner will think about this, he or she will be able to remember the term banal. 6. Solve crosswords. This is an old, but super effective method for memorizing vocab words in one night. There are daily crosswords given in the newspapers. Learners can simply grab a copy of English Daily and start solving the crossword. This practice is one of the best ways to remember vocabulary words and definitions, as well solving the puzzle one has to understand the meaning well. 7. Word games. Even though crossword puzzles are available in newspapers, there's a chance that someone might miss it, or it can be hard for people to carry a newspaper every time and solve the crossword puzzle while in transport. Well, there's a solution for this too. There are plenty of word puzzle games available in the Android or iOS Play Store. Once you can simply open that and download some of the top-rated games. These types of games are usually very interesting as well as challenging. With each level, these games challenge the user with difficult words, and this process keeps on going as the player clears the levels. 8. Flashcards. This is another great way to remember new words and their definitions fast and easy. It is a good practice to write the new words on a small card along with its definition on the back. For memorizing vocab words in one night or in a short period of time, one can easily go through these flashcards several times a day. There are even some mobile apps for this. One can download those apps and access those flashcards whenever he or she wants. 9. Learn with your friends. Grab one of your friends who are interested in learning new words. You and your friends can practice together. You can exchange new words, which you have learned with them, and vice versa. It will be very effective because together you guys can explore more new words within a short period, and it will be fun communicating as well.